Darren, welcome to Watford. You've been here a couple of weeks, but first time we've had a chance to catch up. I guess first of all, tell us a little bit about what your role's going to be here, or what your role is here.
So my role is going to be specifically to work with the older age teams, whilst also sharing a large share of the academy manager position. But I suppose the biggest priority for me in terms of day-to-day is to work with the under-18s, the under-23s, and put my background and experience into that older age group of players, and not in terms of just coaching and delivery, but in terms of managing the whole project.
In terms of your sort of experience and background, we know you had time at Stevenage, but tell us a little bit about that and how that can help here.
Well, it was a long process really. I had 6 years at Stevenage from start to finish, and came through from academy manager to first team manager, and it was my sort of local club. I'm from Letchworth, but it was always an ambition of mine to be a first team manager. It wasn't long-term ambition, but in the last sort of 5 to 10 years, I've always thought, well, maybe my pathway is to go into first team management. It was a wonderfully brutal experience, frustrating, euphoric, a real great learning curve for me, because there is no better education than being a manager and learning on the job and trying to survive, which we're all trying to do. And it was a really good experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I had 2.5 years as manager, which I guess in the modern day is not a bad term to have. And I'm sure at some point in the future I'll dip my toe in again at some point.
What about Hayden Mullins, who's obviously been coaching and sort of been the lead coach for the 23s the last season? So does his role change, or is he still sort of lead that team? Yeah, no, his role is very similar, and it's like with the young players in terms of trying to improve them. I was quite excited to work with Hayden and try and improve him, because Hayden is a wonderfully experienced player. I like working with ex-players. I've always surrounded myself with very established ex-footballers. But Hayden's a young coach, and obviously when I came here and watched under 23s games as manager at Stevenage, I always thought Hayden came across very well, and he was someone that I'd like to work with and hopefully help. I mean, coaching's my trade and my living, and Hayden's now sort of come across the other side into my realm. So I'm looking forward to working with Hayden. His role is, it's almost like a very big first team squad now, the 18s and the 23s, in that I've got to manage all the players and all the staff underneath me, and Hayden becomes one of my coaches that helps develop players. I wouldn't say his role is segregated only to the under-23s, because I see him as a professional development phase coach, and he's got to coach 16, 17-year-olds and help them get up there as well. So he's got a wonderful job now in terms of he gets to work with all the players across the age groups, and he gets a chance to develop himself as a top coach. What have you made of what you've found of things so far, both with coaches and with players, what you've seen so far?
There's some really good people here, first and foremost, some really good human beings, good personalities. Carl Martin has been terrific as well. Tony Parks, who for me is the best goalie coach in the country, definitely at the academy level, but would be up there in terms of first team as well. So we've got good staff, good support staff, good sports science, good medical, good recruitment team. And what we've now got to do, we've got to either elevate the players that are already in the building to a level that they haven't yet reached, so that they can have a good chance of at least attacking an opportunity with first team football here or elsewhere. And what we've also got to do is that we've got to keep striving for better players, better coaches, better players. And academy football's so complex now, and it's overcomplicated, because if you go right back to the very start, it is all about good players and good coaches. That's all it's ever about. It's not about good coaches and average players. It's about really good players, top players with good coaches, and then the pathway ignites and it kicks in. And we've got to make sure that we get that. Now, that will take some time, I think. I really do think that. But it's a challenge that I'm eager to get my teeth into, and I'm really looking forward to doing it.
Click here for more videos. Nah, I can't read that. Sorry, I bit my lip. Sorry. Click here for more videos.